I come from Flint, Michigan. I know where I'm from, and I know I just gotta keep fighting. How can I lose? I come from nothing. Why stop now? You gotta keep going. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta do the extra. That's what I know. That's Thomas Rawls.
So right here is the first highlight. This is when we realized we had something special. As you can see, he had over 1,000 yards and he had over 100 tackles on defense. That's him back there. You're gonna see him run over a couple people. So, and then the speed. That was actually like the second play of the game. It's rough around here, not just in the streets, but it's tough, in school. It's tough anywhere you go. And I don't want to downgrade our kids at all, but we got a lot of kids that got rough backgrounds. The economics in the area is tough, and you can talk to any of them, they'll tell you the same type thing. It's in our DNA, it's just something that's about being a tough kid from Flint.
Being from Flint for me is just being tough, being relentless, overcoming adversity, always knowing that you're going to be the underdog and you got to keep fighting.
This is his home, and it might have not been much, but it was his. This is his city. My saying is always, it's not where you live, it's how you live. He grew up around family, his dad, mom, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, friends, all element of everybody. So he had a village of good people. This is all he know. He's never been anywhere until he got to college and got out and said, whoa, there's more to the world. And so he can appreciate, honestly, the small things and where he come from.
You can get trapped here. It's weird, but I had a kid tell me that he's never been out the city. It's crazy how you can get sucked in and not think or believe, perhaps, that something is out there greater for you. But for whatever reason, some people don't think they can achieve it or they can grab a hold of it.
I'm going to prepare you for college. And it never changes. It will never, ever change.
Every day after school, he and I sat in my room, one-on-one. I went and got ACT books. I don't know what his scores were before, but I know they weren't high enough to get into U of M. I needed to raise him up from like an 11 to an 18 or a 19 in 2 weeks. That's a lot. And we practiced, and we practiced, and we practiced. And we took practice tests online. Like 2 weeks later, the envelope comes, and he's like scared to open the envelope.
I remember that day. I remember we got it in the mail, and my father was in the kitchen, and my grandmother was also there. And I'm shaking, and I'm starting to form tears, because I'm like, man, this feel like life or death. This is gonna determine if I get to, go to college and have a better life. And I said, Granny, I can't. I want you to open it. My granny opened it up, and she started crying. She put it on the table, and it was the exact score of what I needed, which was only 18.
That 2 weeks right there of him working hard gave him the opportunity to get into the University of Michigan. That was his gateway. That's what that was.
He's there because of passing that test that could have held him back. It's crazy how a test can, either set the course or detour the course of your life. Because had he not passed that test, would he be where he's at right now?
It's like a movie. My life feel like it's a movie because everything happened at the right time, and that's how I know there's a God. When I talk about being built for, it's built for whatever. Just being a fighter. And that's what people back home do. Everybody back here in Flint, Michigan, fighters. They fighters. Trust and believe it.